Okay. I faked my death.
Faked your death?
I faked my death.
Phew. It's not nice. But
Yeah.
maybe you had a pretty good reason for it?
Oh, no, I actually don't know why I did it.
Okay. But your family was involved?
They didn't know about it. No, I've told them since, so like everyone knows I'm alive. But what happened is I actually, this was only like 2 weeks ago actually.
What the fuck? 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I had been keeping in contact with them and posting on Facebook, posting video journals and stuff, and then I just stopped. I deleted Facebook and stopped posting, and
But why did you delete Facebook when you're faking your death?
so that they wouldn't see me logged in, because if they saw like last login 6 days ago, that's like.
Oh, so you really still wanted to have, even if you're like fake death, you still wanted to have Facebook?
No, I deleted it. I didn't have it.
Oh, I guess it was a pretty hard time for your mom and for your dad.
Well, my dad's dead, so and I never knew him anyway, so.
I'm sorry.
It's fine.
But he's I don't want to make fun about it, but he's real death. Or
Oh God. Yeah, it was real. He actually died.
sorry. Yeah, but what's the reaction of your mother?
Well, it's really weird. She was really worried. But then
who thought that?
Then she found out that it was just for an art project, and she's trying to rationalize it and like be okay with it, and she's being nice to me, but I can tell that she's pretty angry and hurt. And
yeah, can see this.
She's being really good, like trying to be understanding about it.
Okay, but it's your mother, and if I imagine that I tell my mother that I'm deaf or that I have to die, then she will be like, I don't know, but I guess she will be really fucked up.
Yeah.
So like crying all the time, something like really crazy.
Yeah.
And you didn't have a problem to do this to your mom.
I'm sorry?
You had no problem with doing this to your mom? Because I guess she loves you a lot? Or?
Yeah, I mean, it's a hard question to answer because, I mean, of course, I had a problem with it. I knew that doing this would hurt her and a lot of people.
But for the art, it's...
But okay. I did it anyway. So, like, I did have a problem with it, but I also didn't have a problem with it. And well, what happened is I wanted to just cut off all contact with them and not talk to them at all until the police found me, or I turned up back in the States 2 months later. But I did, like, my friends were sending me, my friends in Europe were friends with me on Facebook, so they saw what was happening, and the ones that knew about it were like, hey, this is happening. And I don't know, when I saw that people were really worried about me, it hit me how real it was, what I had done. And I logged back into Facebook and told everyone what I had done.
After 14 days?
No, after like a week. Just a week.
I see. Crazy. But what was like the reaction of your mom? What did she tell you? Because when you don't live with your mom, what?
Right.
But how often do you stay in contact with her? Like every day or?
Pretty much every day, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And we live in the same town, so
Okay. And is it a small one or a big one?
a pretty small town, yeah. Well, no, it's a big town, small city. You could walk it anywhere in it, pretty much. But I don't know, I walk a lot, so some people would disagree with that.
Mhm. And what does it mean you faked your death, so you just didn't respond on social media anymore or like on other media?
Right, I just stopped talking to everyone.
Okay, so you didn't.
I didn't like leave blood somewhere or like,
Okay.
you know, write a suicide note or like anything like that. I just like disappeared from all contact. I just stopped talking to everybody and left them to assume whatever they did. And it was intended that like they might not notice for like a month maybe, and then I don't know. I didn't know what was going to happen. I figured like eventually it would like turn into something where they would think I was dead, but I mean it escalated a lot quicker than I thought it would. People were a lot more worried about me faster than I had assumed they would be.
Yeah. I can see. So, and what was going on? What your, I guess, like your mom will not call the police immediately, or how long did it take until she called the police?
She did contact the police like
What?
3 days after I stopped. Like as soon as she noticed that I wasn't responding, she was like, "Oh, okay, she's missing," and she contacted the authorities. I guess they were gonna look at my bank records and see like where I last withdrew money or whatever, and
But
they were gonna trace my passport and see where I was.
So, but you prepared yourself a lot, so you know that you had to took off money before, so that you can go to
No.
a
The
bank
point
automat again.
the point wasn't to be untraceable. The point was to disappear and then see what happened. So I was still using my credit card. I was still, you know, I didn't shred my passport or anything like that. I still was just functioning as normal. I just wasn't talking to anyone. So, you know, I made it so that I would probably be very easy to find if they did try to find me, but I didn't think that it would happen so fast.
How long does it take? Did it take?
I don't know, but I wasn't found by police. Like, they hadn't found me yet through that. I just, you know, it just, I don't know. I just saw how much everybody was worried and couldn't do that to them any longer. So I ended the experiment.
After how much days?
Let's
Or who did they found out?
It must have been 10 days. I think 10 days. I logged back into Facebook and I posted a thing saying, "Hey, I'm sorry you guys have been worried about me. I could say that I went on a drunken binge and just didn't want to talk to anyone on Facebook for a while or something, but that's not what happened. Really, I'm an asshole and this is what happened." And but what's interesting is I've been like freaking out about this for a long time. Like, cause I planned this like 6 months ago or a year, or I don't know. It was a long time ago that I initially started planning this, and you know I'd been having panic attacks before I left for Europe, and nobody knew what that was about. They were like, "Well, you're just like freaked out because you're going to Europe," and I was like, "No, that's not it." Like, but I forgot where I was going with this.
Okay, so you started faking your death, and then you left your town and you came to Europe.
No,
No?
I was in Europe for 2 months before I faked my death.
Ah, okay.
So like I'd been posting frequently about like, oh, I'm in Zurich. Look at what I did today. Cool, huh?
Okay. And then you stopped.
Yeah. And so everyone was worried because, you know, I don't know, before I left, all sorts of people were like, watch out for murderers, you know, have you seen the movie Taken? And
Okay.
like, there's like another one, Hostel. It's another
Okay.
crazy murder movie. I haven't seen any of them, but like a lot of people were worried that I'd get like kidnapped or murdered or something, and
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, but after 10 days, that's for me like a short period. I think
Yeah, it
not-
was really short. Like I wasn't. It just. It happened so quickly that, and I didn't want to watch them freak out. I didn't want to find out about anybody being worried about me until I got back. But then these other friends were sending me things like, "Hey, look what your mom said on Facebook. Isn't this, you know, a little serious? You should probably stop." And I saw enough that I didn't want to make anyone worry anymore. So I just ended it early.
So like in your hometown, they made like a lot of pictures of your head and like put it onto the trees, or
I don't think so, no, because I wasn't lost in Utah, I was lost in Europe. So
yeah.
they were mostly advertising through Facebook, like, she was last seen in Europe, in this place, like, keep an eye out for her, things like that.
Okay.
And I don't know, I think it ended too soon for it to, like,
Yeah.
be put on the news or anything like that, so.
And who found it out? Or who did they find out? You told them by yourself?
Yeah,
That you-
I posted on Facebook that I faked my death.
Okay, so nobody found it out.
What?
So I mean, like, you didn't have to stop. You just wanted to stop.
Yeah,
So no one saw you, or
no.
told your mom, or just did
No,
it by yourself.
actually, that's what I was trying to say. Okay, so I was having a lot of trouble, like, coming to terms with doing this to people, so I made a couple of videos of, where I was talking about the project and saying, okay, so in a few days I'm gonna fake my death, and I posted that video on YouTube, and I was just going to like cut off all contact with everyone while still posting videos on YouTube. And not very many people were watching the videos on YouTube, so I figured like maybe a couple of people will see them. My mom will probably, you know, figure it out, and everybody will be like, well, this is weird, like, doesn't she realize we know what is going on? And like, because to me, I thought the project was going to turn into like videos of me sitting alone talking about how lonely I was because I couldn't talk to any of my friends. But then I decided that I wouldn't post, that I would take the video offline so that it would be real. And because it was, the thing is, like, I didn't want it to be like this meta thing where everybody knew what was going on, but I was pretending that they didn't. So I made the video private, but one person had seen it, and they messaged my mom like just hours before I came out on Facebook, saying, she's being an asshole, that's all this is. But I didn't know about that. So I came out on Facebook and was like, hey guys, I faked my death, I'm sorry. And then I found out that my mom already had known about it and had already like told people that I was an asshole.
So she was even more mad at you.
No,
No?
no.
was-
She's, it's really weird. She's just been really understanding about it, and I think, I don't know, I think she's bottling up her emotions.
Okay.
So.
Huh. Wait, there's a girl getting naked. So I'm confused.
What?
There's a girl getting naked. So,
Oh, yeah. I guess she's trying on clothes. 'Cause there's a bunch
Yeah.
of clothes down there.
It's yeah, I'm focused on the second again. Yeah, no, no, I'm out. Yeah, where did we stop? Something interesting I wanted to ask. Oh yeah, before, did you thought about, so you said you planned it like a half year? And did you imagine, okay, maybe someone, my family thinks I got killed or something like this? And yeah, at one point they talked to the local radio station, news station, national TV. Did you thought about this?
Yeah.
Cool. And in your imagination, how far would you go?
Well, I was picturing like waking up in the morning at a hostel, like getting out of bed, brushing my teeth, and suddenly police burst in and they're like, you right there, you're coming with us. And I imagine getting arrested, and then it would be like kind of interesting. Like I didn't know what would happen from there, but I was curious to find out.
I see. Yeah. So, and I guess like this would be also. Did you thought about that you get an? It's like I don't know the word. That you have to go into jail or something? Because I guess it's maybe no. Actually, you didn't do something what's not allowed.
Right. All I did was stop talking to people on Facebook.
Cool. This shouldn't be allowed today. You have to go on Facebook at least every once a week, or you have to go to jail.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, nice. Maybe for art, it's a cool thing to do. Yeah. And is your mom? Oh, but you didn't saw your mom in person since then. Oh. But what do you think? How the reaction will be if you are back in America? Will she
don't.
hug you or will she punch you in the face?
I know she'll hug me. She's gonna be the one picking me up at the airport. And
Yeah, that's what you're thinking now.
and one of my best friends, one of my best friends might be there too. But he got really upset. He got more upset about this than I thought he would actually. And he said that 2 months is enough time to figure out if he's going to be okay with seeing me and being there to pick me up at the airport. But he doesn't know if he's ready to see me yet at this point, so that's scary. But maybe I'll have my mom and him come get me, and then I'll have both of them. And I want to record that as well. I'm gonna, try to I imagine my first conversation in person with my mom is probably going to address this. So
Yeah, maybe.
we spoke on FaceTime, video chat, and she was like eating. She makes delicious food, and she was eating something and like showing it to me and like eating it in front of me, and I was like really hungry and jealous of her being able to eat her cooking, and I said, that's just mean.
Yeah.
I can't believe you would do that. And I was joking with her, like saying it was mean of her and cruel, and how could she do this, and then she was like, yeah, you're one to talk. It's like, ooh, yeah. So I know that like there is quite a bit of her that's like really upset about this and angry, but she's trying to keep it under wraps and be understanding. And it's really it's uncomfortable for me because I feel like doing this has made people unnecessarily worried about me. Well, I mean, it wasn't necessary for them to be worried about me because I was alive, but they're also now worried about me because they think that, like, I faked my death because I didn't think anyone cared about me. And so they're worried about my mental health, like,
I can see.
So they're all trying to be really nice to me, like, oh, you just did this because you're lonely, and I don't know. It bothers me because that's not true, and I feel like they're being nicer to me than I deserve. For
So you never imagined in your life killing yourself?
I yeah I was suicidal for a long period of time actually.
Huh. Makes the story even more crazy.
Yeah, I guess it adds layers to it. Um, yeah.
But now you are completely over it? You never had like suicidal fantasies in the last 3 years?
3 years? No.
Okay. And your family and your friends, they really know that?
Yeah.
That you're like mentally stable? Like,
I think a lot of them think I'm crazy, but and I know a lot of them worry about me
ask
because
why? Okay. But imagine that, yeah, you're going back to America, like at the airport, and your mom isn't there, but your whole family is there, and your friends, and they see you, and they are not super happy, and everyone is dressed in black, and yeah, you talk to them, and they are like happy because you're there, and they talk to you, and then you can feel or you can see in their faces that something is going wrong, and you're really wondering why is my mother not there, and then they tell you, yeah, actually, your mom was like a little bit older, and she loves you so much, and yeah, because of that, she had to go to the hospital. She got like a small heart attack, and yeah, actually now she died during your time because you're staying in Europe for 4 months. How would you feel then?
completely terrible. Um, I I don't believe that my mom is the kind of person to fall into despair that deeply. I think she's very strong, and that she, you know, I did think about that. I wondered if she would be able to survive it, and I thought that she would. I thought that she would be.
I mean, but
I mean,
I
if
guess
that
you.
had happened, I don't know. I really. I mean, I've never lost anyone. I've never experienced the death of a loved one, and
Maybe you wouldn't do this experiment if you had
if I
this.
had, yeah, yeah. So I don't know what that would be like at all. I don't know how I would react to that, and
Now even I can see that you feel sad if you just think about it. Now think about your mother.
yeah.
And but now like let's make the imagination like a little bit further. So yeah, like, they tell you, oh yeah, your mom died, and like indirectly they call you because you made her like so much pain. And then I guess you told me you're like pretty sad, and then they drive home with you, and like in the apartment of your mom, they are like staying like a lot of flowers, and they bring you to the graveyard, and they show you like the grave of your mom, and there's like pictures and flowers, and all her friends brought their presents, and you see the friends of your mom, and everyone's like pretty sad, they don't laughing anymore. Then I guess you would be really really sad, and you're going home to your place alone, your mom isn't there anymore, and then
Well, I don't live with her, so
okay, yeah, but and then imagine after, yeah, I guess like this will be like horrible days for you, and then after 10 days uh, someone is coming to you and saying, haha, actually your mom is still alive, here is she, we just want to make like some revenge. It's not an art project, but we want to teach you a lesson in life because you're pretty young. How would you react then? Oh, damn nuts. Okay. Or what?
I would I would be really, really, really ecstatic that my mom wasn't actually dead. I think first of all, but I think I wouldn't have a right to be angry. I wouldn't. But I mean, I can, I can empathize with, other people. I did think that a lot of people would be very angry at me for doing this, and I thought that I would probably lose a lot of friends. And
But so far, how much did you lose?
just a couple of people I barely knew.
Oh. So it's okay, I guess.
I guess. I think.
Yeah, maybe you come back and you don't have friends at all.
Well, I think like right now it's just like, oh, that was fake. She's alive. I'm relieved. But like, I think over time it might sink in differently, and they might realize how fucked up that was, and not be as glad that I'm still alive. And over time they might decide that I'm not worth, being friends with.
Huh. But the funny thing is, let's imagine I'm like a serial killer, and and I would kill you now, and you have no friends in Europe, and I mean if you don't answer to Facebook, to smartphone or whatever.
It'll be like the boy who cried wolf.
Yeah, like, oh, yeah, no, I guess she will be fine. She's just doing something crazy again. Or something really real happens to you. Mm-hmm. Nobody will care that much, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh no, don't let's call the police again. She will figure something out. If you don't see her like for the next year, then maybe we do something.
Shit. Yeah. Well, no. Now I've been like posting like even more often than before. Like, oh, I'm here now. Here's a picture of this place.
Okay.
So they have a better grasp of where I'm at, and I don't know. Hopefully they wouldn't, just think I'm being a total asshole doing it again. I think it would, like, I did think about, like, what if I did do it again?
Yeah.
What would happen that time?
What something really bad happens to you? Because then you are in trouble. You should thought about this like the whole half year.
Well.
Yeah, I guess everything will be fine.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't know. I'm one of those people who just like assumes that nothing bad is going to happen to me. And then something bad does happen and I'm like, what the hell? Yeah. I probably am gonna end up murdered someday just because I don't expect it to happen.
Yeah.
And it could be you, because I look at you and I don't think murderer. I just think this guy's a nice guy.
No, but
fine.
But all the time, like the people who don't look at it at all, because it's more easier for them. Mm-hmm. I mean, you can't kill a lot of people if you really look like a killer.
Well, I don't know. I think, instinct. You should. I generally think my instinct is very good. I just don't always listen to it. I'm just like, oh, my instinct is telling me that you're a shitty person, but you couldn't be a shitty person. You're a person. Persons aren't shitty. So, yeah.
Yeah, interesting story. Yeah. I don't know you for that long, so I'm not sad about it. I'm just happy that you told me, because it's really interesting, and I don't know someone else who ever did something like this, who came up with such a
Stupid thing.
stupid, weird, crazy idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know so many words in the English language to tell you how stupid it was and crazy. Yeah, something like this.
Cool. Well, thanks for.
Yeah, you're welcome. Thank you too to letting me be a part of the art.
Yeah. You're welcome. Cool. So I guess I'll stop it.
Yeah.